World music, legends and young stars with Tobago soca king Gerard Balfour, jazz master Etienne Charles, Trinidadian rap artist Inzi, the great Jamaican reggae band Third World, and more. Let's go!
Hello everyone, we're your hosts Nikita
and I'm Tele Cruz
on the red carpet, and we're celebrating great music, world music, soca, calypso, reggae, hip-hop and jazz. It's the annual Tobago Jazz Experience and the island is buzzing with artists,
buzzing.
People and performers from all over the world. It's world music at its finest, and some of the biggest names are here in Tobago, including Lauryn Hill, J. Cole, David Rudder, Third World and many more. We're at an exclusive red carpet affair, and we've got stars of our own who'll be stopping on our red carpet to talk to us.
This is OTRC. We take you where the celebrity are because we know that you want to know what they're doing, what they're saying, who they're dating, and what they're wearing. We've got musicians this year, Jazz Experience. They are going to be coming through. They're going to be chatting to us right here on the red carpet. International artists as well as our local artists, actors, and industry folks. It's a one-of-a-kind party. It's a red carpet party here. Nikita, you looking lovely in that dress.
Oh, thank you. It's a Ricky Broman design.
So can I examine it a little more? Can you give me it like whoa, there you go.
He's a Trinidadian designer.
Wow.
Tully, you look good yourself.
Well, you know me.
Who are you wearing?
I'm actually wearing Cufflink. It's a local designer right here in Tobago.
Really?
So you can check them out before you go.
I will.
Yes. Well, I think a few artists are starting to arrive, so it's going to be a really good show here right in Tobago, OTRC. And we're actually going to bring one of the local artists on board. We have Natural One. We have Natural One now stepping in. Natural One, welcome to the red carpet. How are you doing?
I'm very honored to be here. You know, first I have to say thanks to management. They've been doing so good works, and I'm so honored to be here, I would say. It's a natural mistake, so to speak.
Natural mistake. So tell us, who is Natural One and what is Natural One about?
Natural One is about good music, putting out good substance out there, because we can see music right now in life, it's taking different parts. But as you say, I'm a Rasta man. I'm born, raised in Guyana, you know, living in Tobago now, it's a nice place, and I'm here on the red carpet spreading love because it's positive vibes in Tobago, and you know this, as an artist coming up, we would like to see a lot of good things coming out. So that's what we want to perfect in doing.
So, who are your influences musically?
Well, there's a lot. First thing I have to give thanks and praise to the Most High. Right?
Yes.
Basically, Natural One and the Most High, I have my mother. You know, there's a lot of artists from Jamaica, but obviously Guyana, where I'm from, you know, Eddie Grant, you know.
It's where you're bigger.
Yes. Natural Black, and there's a lot of course, many different artists.
Yeah.
You know?
So you actually have some new music out right now, right? And I've seen you did some performance, and you have a very high energy when you're on the stage. Is it always that way?
Well, first I have to say, you know, if it wasn't for the Most High, you know, I can't have this energy and life, which is the most important. So these things come from your liberty, because we know vital is vital. And once you eat these substances, you have a lot of energy. You wouldn't, get tired. So basically, there's some of the functions, sport. You know, yes, I'm a footballer also. You know, yes, you play football, but less foot sprawl. Because you know the energy could fall. So basically, that's some of the things, the natural energy. You know, and my youths them too, they give me a lot of energy because I'm a family man. You know, I also be with the children and I keep myself active. You know, don't mind I getting in age, I still, you know.
Keep yourself active.
Yes, that's it.
Right. Question. You mentioned a lot about your spirituality. So my question to you is, what do you pray about most?
To see good conquer evil in the world, because that is what we stem for. That is what we as people would strive for. You know, because we know this life right now, it's very challenging because we know the global warming and a lot of things in the world. So if we live in love and unity and we put out good, positive energy, then that is what we're going to receive.
How do you actually get your music out there?
Thanks for you guys here first thing, because we are doing it helps us. The medium also, the fans, right? And obviously, you know, there's a lot of performance that you get to do. Not so much also, but you still get to do. So the ones that you get to do, you try to perfect the art form and reach the people, touch the people, make them get the fullness of the artist so they could feel what you're doing. Right? And before we wrap up, I know because there's a lot of artists here that want to, I don't want to take so much of time, but to make it natural and quick, I do have a single called Warrior out there, right? It's on the Book and Pen rhythm,
Okay.
right? And to see who's on the rhythm to share it with me is Glenn Washington. You have Egyptian, Kabesi, who's a Tobagonian also on the rhythm. So there's those singles. So I'm working and I like the support that I'm getting and I'm eager to work with the motivation of you guys and the red carpet.
We'll be back.
Right back.
On the red carpet I stand. I wanna wow you.
We hope you're having fun because we're having a lot of fun here on the red carpet. And as the artist pours through, we're actually going to bring Squaddy right now on the red carpet. OTRC, welcome.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. First, I got to ask you about your outfit, man. Come on, man. Come on. You're rocking it, man. You.
City outfit. It's a my city outfit. You know the tie, that's my signature. So, feel free to ask anything about it, man.
Squaddy, you recently started music and you're actually blowing up right now as a local artist right here in Tobago, Extension Trinidad, and also to the rest of the world. What are you actually, or who I should ask, are you looking up to in the music industry?
To be honest with you, I've been looking up on Akon for a long while. Since 2000, maybe 11 to now, I've been looking up on Akon. The reason for that is because I think he's one of the greatest artists on earth right now. Yeah.
Akon.
Actually, that is the music I came out under, and then I just start swaying like a boat and going all over the and singing all kind of different music. You understand? So,
Well, I mean, experimenting is part of what we have to do as artists to develop and grow and find yourself.
True.
So, in 5 years, where do you see yourself?
That question is a question I just don't like answering like that because, you know, anything is possible, and I just wish for the best. So in the next 5 years, I just hope to be what I really want to be. An artist, you know, singing and making people happy, joy, full joy myself, man.
Full of joy yourself. We know we have a song actually. We just had Natural one here, by the way, and we know that you guys did a collaboration together that was actually out for this year Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago. Tell us, how did that come about?
Just drive into a show and vibes in. Like, I go and pick up Natural and say, we have a show tonight, right? I go and I pick him up and we're going up the road and that, you know, vibes. And I was like, naturally. And he just answered back, unsmarted.
That's how the song actually started.
You know, from this side to the place. Yeah, and that is how we come about.
When did you start? What was the moment you realized that you love music?
At the age of maybe 15. Well, actually my brother, big up Dandy Might on this one, he used to do music in his days. And, you know, growing up seeing he and he brethren and them freestyling, they go write with, at a certain point in time, they were writing on book. And after that, I realized like, they need the book again, they're just freestyling, so I want to know where the pen, the paper, everything gone. And he said, no, this is freestyling time, man, you know, we reach a different level. So from that, I just got adopted to that, and I believe it was in my heart from ever since. Have a passion for music.
With the uniqueness of the tie and the style and the fashion, Squaddy is also a very unique name, and I'm interested in finding out how did you come up with the name Squaddy?
Right. That name came from a song that was sung by a Jamaican artist. I took a page out the book because the name was, to me the name was a unique name, but it was just not out there. It known in Jamaica as a police. So I decided to make it popular throughout the world. You know what I mean?
But if you go to Jamaica, people won't think you're an informer.
Well, they could think what they want to think like. They could think what they want to think. I know what I know. Right. And I'm telling you right now that we are on the red carpet, OTRC, and I'm not an informer.
We believe you, we believe you.
Well, there you go. Funny guy, great in music, upcoming artist right here in Tobago. And yes, he's on the red carpet, and yes, there's a lot happening. And I showed it, look, his fans is waving over there. So I guess he's going to make his way to the back now, and he's going to have some drinks.
Telly, I'm really loving what I'm seeing. The carpet is so fashionable.
It is fashionable. We have a lot of artists coming through. We have a lot of fashion coming through.
Coming up, we've got more young stars and a music legend when OTRC returns.
On the red carpet I stand. I wanna wow you.
Miss Stacey Clark, welcome. Wow, lovely dress.
Yes, yes, you look very beautiful today.
Thank you so much. Thank you
This is a really lovely dress that you're wearing.
so much. Thank you. I have to thank my husband. He actually picked it for me.
Whoa,
I went to him for style advice. So
Husband has a good eye.
have some skills, you know.
So Stacey, how has it been as an actress in Trinidad?
it's been quite a ride. I think Trinidad has made a lot of progress in terms of acting and the whole craft, and it always takes you to interesting places.
Right. So we heard that you came over specifically for jazz,
Yes.
right? How have you been enjoying it so far?
Well, you know, automatically, as soon as you come to Tobago, it's wonderful. Just
Relax.
You feel relaxed.
Yes.
You don't want to leave at all, right? So the experience has been wonderful. I want to move here.
I totally understand. Telly, I
Definitely.
am so jealous.
Definitely.
I am
definitely.
jealous.
How long have you been acting?
I want to say from the womb, but I think about 11 years old.
And you're loving it, obviously.
I love it.
Takes you to a lot of places. Do you shoot in different or just locally?
Well, I've been quite fortunate that I've been able to work abroad. So I have worked in Trinidad and Tobago, but I have, for example, done off-Broadway in New York and various productions. I've also worked in South Carolina, done some work in New York itself, Times Square, miscellaneous projects. So it's not always that exciting or glamorous, but when you do get that kind of experience, you feel like, okay, you see your hard work paying off. Yes.
And the next move?
Well, right now I'm working on a new short film that should be in this year's Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival. So,
Great.
Thank you very much.
thanks so much for having me.
And please do enjoy the party.
On the red carpet I stand. I wanna
This is
wow
OTRC. It's a great atmosphere happening right now.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of artists right here, right now. And right now we're about to bring on the red carpet the one and only Jarrod Balfour. How you doing, brother? Nice to meet you. So how you doing? Nice. I mean, looking good as usual. And for, if you don't know who's Jarrod Balfour is a soca artist. He's done a lot for Tobago. He's actually won the Road March and also the Soca Monarch 2016. Jarrod Balfour, welcome to it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's an honor being here. We really, really like the environment right now. The atmosphere is fantastic, and I'm thankful for you all having me here.
Great.
So Jared, I have a question. How did you get started?
In terms of what? Steel pan, because I'm a man of many hats.
How did you get started in music? What was your first memory of music for you?
All right, well, my first memory of music, I was like 8 years old, and my sister was playing the pan downstairs, and the phone rang for her, but she never wanted me to touch her pan. So when the phone rang for her, she ran upstairs. So when she was on the phone, I ran downstairs. So I started to play on the pan, and I got like the first two notes of the song, you know, and she came down and she was like, I told her to don't touch my pan. I was like, oh God, I just wanted to try, and she was like, you want me to teach you? And I was like, yes, and from that, I never looked back.
That's good. And tell us about your experience so far, because I know that you started in the pan and now the transition into an artist. How was that transition?
Normal, because at the end of the day, it was always part of the plan. I started off singing in church at the Mason Hall Methodist Junior Choir. I used to play drums, then I started to play pan. Now I'm singing, producing, and playing pan.
Producing as well? Yeah, serious? So you have a studio?
My songs, yes, I have my own studio.
Really? Yes. So you produce and write all of your songs? So all of the soca monarch and also the road march?
All the songs was written and produced by GMB Entertainment.
Great. Great.
So what is the next big step for you?
Well, I look trying to open the market for Tobago really and truly. I really want to create a certain type of music where Tobago could be identified by music. For instance, like if you go to Jamaica and you say, well, all right, Bob Marley, So I really want to be known for putting Tobago on the map where music is concerned. I'm not a soca artist. I'm an entertainer. Right, so I don't really focus on soca. Right now I'm trying to create something different where Tobago could be identified as I previously said. Right, so I don't really focus on soca. Big up to all the soca fans, I love soca too, but I just want to widen the, horizon, everything just be international. So it's not about soca.
Great.
That's great. I really think you'll do it. You seem very focused and dedicated, and you have a clear vision in your mind for what you want.
Thank you very much. Yes, I do.
You're not going to drop the pan, are you?
Never. Never, ever. This is my wife.
It's your wife?
Yeah, till death do us part.
This jazz, it's happening right now on the island, and you are one of the artists that's going to be performing for jazz, right? Or you performed for jazz as well?
Actually,
yeah, so how was that experience, being the first time performing for jazz around,
Great. Well, actually, it was the first time that I performed at the Speyside Jazz. And it was great. It was fantastic. The audience, the message that I delivered was well received, and the appreciation that I got from the audience, it really, really was heartwarming. And, I must say thanks to everybody that support Gerard Balfour, because without the fans, I can't be Gerard Balfour.
Definitely. Before you go, any collaboration in the making?
Well, currently I'm doing some talking with King Bubba from Barbados,
Okay, cool.
Blacks.
Cool.
Adana from Tobago, really working on something special for August. So yeah, that's it so far.
Okay, cool. Great, man. And nice having you here.
Yes. Thank you for doing the interview.
No problem.
So you can go have yourself a good drink now and meet some of the guests. Thank you.
Next, music icon David Rudder and the OTRC party continues.
This is ATN Charles, and you're watching OTRC.
On the red carpet I stand. I wanna wow you.
One of the musical greats, David Rudder, performed at Jazz in the East. But I understand he's not on the red carpet today.
No, he's not actually, but I did have a chance to talk with him. We had a great talk. He's an incredible guy. He's really good. So I think we did it. We did it. Hi, my name is Tele Cruz, and we are here right now at the beautiful Magdalena Grand. And oh my gosh, jazz is in the air, and we are here with right now one of the legendary. I'm telling you right now, it's a pleasure to be here right now, sitting next to David Rudder. My brother, welcome. And look at you, man. Look at you.
Music does that.
Great. With all the success you've been, you have accomplished a lot of success within the music industry, David. Do you have a secret? What is your secret?
Just try to make good music. I treat every song as my best song. Every time someone says, "What's your favorite song?" I say, "The song that I'm writing right now." So I treat every song as like my children. So the level of the songs stay constant, and people recognize that. And I think that's the reason why I have such longevity in the business.
And you're doing excellent. David, did you come from a musical family? Tell me, how did it start for you in the music industry?
No, I don't. My mom was a great singer. I think I got my voice from her. But no, we're not a musical family. Two of my brothers played pan, but I wouldn't say we come from, right. I started at the age of 9. First time I went on stage, I felt a great peace. So that moment at the age of 9, I knew that this is what I had to do. And that's what I've been doing for my life since then.
And of course, you're known for writing all of your music, or most of it. So where does that inspiration come from?
Actually, I write better in the middle of a crowd because the vibration comes from the people. Each message, each song, each creation comes from people that I meet across the world. Things people might say. I think Caribbean people are some of the greatest poets. They say magical things as throwaways, and I would pick it up and make a song out of it. So everywhere is a melody. I don't think I could go and compose it by a beach, because I go to a beach to just relax and clear my head. But if I'm in the middle of the noise, the creativity flows. Then that's the best time for me.
Over to the international market. I know that you've been dominating the Japanese market, because I think they did one of your album. They did it in Japanese, and right now it's rallying around. So tell us about that. How did that come about?
Well, I was surprised. I had actually gone to Japan and I met people who knew my songs, and I said, well, how do you know? And he said, well, and then I met a friend called Yoichi, and Yoichi was the one who did the translation, and a lot of Japanese who know my music now is through him. I was really surprised, when I went there and saw the crowds, and I always said, well, Japanese are kind of conservative people and so on. They were getting on just like Chinese, and I said, well, this is quite interesting, It surprised me, but like I said, well, you make good music and it touches every part of the world. I've done music and gotten people calling from Palestine saying thanks for this your song, and things like that. So you never know where your music will take you. That's why you treat it like a precious child.
Let's say the landscape of music generally. Where do you think it's heading, and how do you see our music as soca music, calypso music? How do you see that in the near future? Do you see it dominating the way your album did, or do you think that we did a step back, or how do you see that?
I think that if you listen to a lot of the rhythms now they're using, it's basically soca they're playing. They're calling it all different kind of things, tropical beats and all sort of things, but I think it's really soca music. It's kind of creeping in. Some of the artists, if you listen to Bieber's "I'm Sorry," it's soca. It's just Megan Trainor, who grew up singing in a soca band. Now she's also infusing a lot of that into the music. The whole Major Lazer thing, you're hearing a lot of our rhythms inside. So maybe something might happen out of that. But music tends to go the way society goes. That's why I've worked with a lot of people before, a lot of young people, Kes, Marshall, Bungie, all of those guys. So it's about making sense. I think I just grew up listening to so many different forms of music. It comes out in how I create. And I think that's what the young musicians should do. Don't just listen to one basic thing. Listen to music from South Asia, listen to African music, listen to high life, listen to Afrobeat, listen to South American rhythms. They have also taken a lot of soca rhythms and created a Latin version of it. So the world is getting smaller every day. I just saw a young white English girl doing a Bengali raga. You would just swear you're in India, and these are the things I'm looking forward to. I always look forward to that world connection in terms of how we create and how we relate to each other. And I think the world is coming to that point now where it's like an international brotherhood and sisterhood, and that's good.
Great. You've been releasing music from age 32. Straight up until age 50. Every single year you've been releasing new music. And when we got to age 50, you had a little pause. What was happening there in your mind, in your life?
I actually started before that. I started to create back in my teens. I started recording very early in life. Yes, family is one thing, but the other thing is that the world is changing.
Outside of the soca music, what other genre music do you listen to? What other world music do you actually listen to?
I listen to Indian music. I listen to music from the Delta, the blues. I listen to hip hop. I listen to reggae. I listen to high life. I listen to Afrobeat. You know, we grew up on Fela and Manu Dibango. Actually, Manu Dibango was introduced to the West from Trinidad. Trinidad, the DJs used to was playing Soul Makossa, you know, and then it took it to America, a guy called Arnold Henry. So even in those days, we were listening to music that the rest of the world wasn't even interested in. So we always had a kind of edge here. I always advise the young people, listen to everything. Listen to like Himalayan throat singers or whatever. Listen to everything, because you never know what is going to influence how you do something, you know.
I know you had a leading role in a TV in a drama series that I think it was called Sugar. Is it Sugar? Yes, Sugarcane Arrows. Acting. How did that come about? Are you going to pursue that? Are you still going to do acting, or are you into the TV?
No, I actually was commissioned to write the theme song for that, and then somehow I ended up in it also. It was one of those things where they would write a script in the morning. The writer Debbie Jacob would write a script in the morning, and we would watch the script and go and shoot it. You know, it's like but I never saw myself as an actor. But I've ended up doing music for like TV series like that. I've done music for Hollywood movies. I did a movie called Wild Orchid with Mickey Rourke and Jacqueline Bisset, and then another piece called Boca with Martin Sheen and Ray Don Chung. So I've done some music for Hollywood movies, and you know, it's all part. And I just finished doing one called Brongill in the Ring, which I play a cameo part in also. So, but it's usually by accident. They ask me to do some music, and I come on the set, and they say, "Would you like to?"
Yes.
You know, it was one of those kind of things. Yeah.
So when could we expect the one out that you just did?
Brongill in the Ring, that should be out in, I guess, in the next couple of months. Yeah, it was done by a girl called Nalo Hopkins. Her dad was a famous Caribbean actor called Slade Hopkins. So it's a kind of sci-fi Orisha. If you could imagine a sci-fi Orisha kind of movie, you know, it's like that kind of. So it's very strange and off the wall, you know.
David Rudder, my brother, it's been a pleasure meeting you. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I do appreciate you taking the time out to meet with us at OTRC here. And we do love what you do. Continue doing what you're doing. Continue pushing the positive vibes throughout the islands. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me here, inviting me. Thank you.
Great.
It really was down in South, but it wasn't Mexico that them was talking about. Them rich Trinidadians show me this whole El Dorado thing. They here living like lords, but then they gone to live there like kings. As they get a little money in their pocket, they hide in the cacada. And when you miss them, scamp on them, they're somewhere in Panama. So I go into Panama. I got to go to Panama, mama. What it is they have over there, making Trini's just gone clear. Some say that they're gone with thousands. Some say that it's tens of thousands. I hear they mention what? Millions. And for the pension, billions. I don't like old talk. I taking a walk. Look, I done by duty-free rum. Partner, stamp my passport. Panama, here I come.
Yes.